We reserve the right to refuse service to anybody at any time for any reason, so long as it's not discrimination.
You are now tuned in to the Distilled Nightlife Podcast.
1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4. Start a little trouble, we kick 'em out the door. 5 shot, 6 shot, 7 shot, 8. Everybody feeling great, and it's getting kinda late. These are tales from the bar, tales from the bar, tales from the bar, tales from the bar. 9 shot, 10 shot, 11 too far. Now it's last call, everybody out, y'all.
I just did that.
Told you I didn't want that to happen. This is going in the episode.
I just fucking did it with you. You fucking not yelling it? Jesus Christ. What color are you, blue?
Yeah.
It's pretty white.
You're pretty red.
His trumpet's blue.
So are his balls. Oh, welcome back to the podcast. I was almost at Two Guys, One Beaker, but we have recently changed everything and rebranded. We are now the Distilled Nightlife Podcast. Welcome. I am Diggs, joined by...
I'm Mitch.
Phil.
Shut up, Phil.
Hashtag.
Spend the rest of the episode just sitting here not saying anything.
No,
It's the
you
longest
won't.
episode.
You literally can't.
We tried that last week and you couldn't do it. Or last episode, I should say.
Yeah.
When I shut you
I
up.
tried to.
You tried to sit back because you kept interrupting me. And you're like, fine, go for it.
So
Go,
easily
go.
interruptible.
And you're so hittable.
I do have a very punchable face.
You do. He got a point.
Anyway, so today we're gonna cover some topics. We're gonna briefly hit on our greatest hit.
One hit.
Singular.
One hit
Each
wonder.
one of us will share a hit.
I don't have a hit.
You can share something.
I don't fucking have anything.
You are a sarcastic motherfucker. I'm sure you sarcastic somebody out of the bar before. He's thinking. I can see the steam coming out of his ears.
Yeah,
Too hard. It'll kill the generator.
I'm gonna power the generator.
So yes, recap last episode was
Liquor balls. Freaking button, man.
Button.
Phil knows it's button 3, the red button.
I'm real good at pushing buttons. That's the wife.
Just not the right buttons.
Apparently I am too when I put certain intro things in. I push buttons for your wife.
It's fine. We'll get over it.
Yeah, liquor balls last episode. When you get too drunk and you think that you are a tough motherfucker, but you're not.
Yeah.
Basically is what it is.
Yeah, I'm not. It's a quick synopsis.
You're drunk and want to fight, and we're sober and want to fight.
Or you're drunk and you think you can do whatever you want.
Think you can come in whenever you want, however you
Or
want.
get loud. I love when they get loud with us. You can't do that.
Stand on the goddamn furniture.
Okay, stay the fuck off of my motherfucking chairs.
I like when they get loud outside after they've been kicked out.
My favorite is when they get loud outside and they tell you to fight them, and then they run across the street as if that's going to change anything. But the whole time they're like, fight me. Come on, bro, fight me. And it's like, you just ran away from me.
For more on those topics and stories, you can check out the latest episode of the Distilled Nightlife Podcast, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube.
I guess you would have to say most previous because we're not doing this live.
What did I say?
Latest. This would be the latest.
The previous.
Yes.
On the previous episode.
Previously on Distilled Nightlife.
Dun, 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 dun. Can you put that on a button?
You went fucking
What?
order.
Put what on?
Put a Law and Order intro on a button.
I could.
Bless. Can you do it?
Not now,
No, obviously not right this second.
but yes, I could.
Next time.
Next time. I got to put a bunch of things on there.
Try to avoid as much copyright infringement as we can.
Yeah, because we'll get taken down off of the
Yeah.
off of the streaming platforms.
The webs.
Interwebs don't like that too much because we're not paying to use their shit stuff. Sorry,
YouTube doesn't like us anyway.
YouTube hates us.
I already messed it up twice, so
Yeah, we swear a lot
I've already sworn like 10 times.
on the actual recording part of this part, or before in the bloopers. Bloopers, we were all over.
Talking about the chairs I
oh, that's true.
Yeah. Stay off my chairs. That's all I stay off my chairs.
So it took us a while, mainly me, to get our previous episode
There you go.
out there on the webs.
On the internet.
we did some.
Fair, the rebrand took us
Fair.
like 2 weeks.
It was a long rebrand, and I'm glad we did it sooner than later.
I mean, how many text messages did we send arguing about names?
Quite a bit.
You guys did. I was working. I didn't see most of it.
You
Until
don't
at the end,
contribute
you're like,
anyways
we picked
until
it
You're
we're
up.
just
here.
a bitch. You're just like, no, fuck them. Let them do it. I asked you guys to pick a topic last Saturday, and you
We
go
did.
Friday. You go,
We
what topic we talking about?
we kind of didn't. I mean, we didn't cement anything, but we looked at the list and we said maybe we could do this, and then throw in
And
a
we
couple-
still finalized it right before this.
Yeah, we got to do. It's a group effort.
Yeah, we got to
Not a
check with
pairing,
Dad.
It's a group. We got to check with Dad.
Why?
Uncle.
Why?
Uncle DJ's dad. I stand by that.
DJ's
That DJ was stepdad.
Daddy DJ. Daddy Diggs. Daddy Diggs. Yeah, you're right.
No.
Stepdaddy DJ.
You can't call me. Joe calls me stepdaddy Diggs. That's just gross.
Oh, I never knew my father. He did. He did know his
I mean,
father.
that's Anthony.
This Joe's the redneck stepchild.
Who apparently has all the stories, and I just take them for credit.
Of
Yeah.
course.
God damn it, Phil.
So
I'm
we
taking Joe's stories.
I got video proof. All I need.
Sorry, Diggs.
So yes, we did a big rebrand, new name, new logo,
Same
Change them-
dumbasses.
same dumbasses. Change up the intro song a little bit. We wanted to make it more appealing to.
We changed our background appearance today.
Yeah, and that's part of the new rebrand. the
Is
new
it?
background?
New name, new spot in the bar.
Same three ugly faces.
In the same spots.
Yeah, we don't change our spots. Like
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's like sleeping in bed. Once you and the missus have established a side of the bed, you does not matter where you are. That side does not change.
You're not
Yeah.
going to hear me any better on the other side of the table.
but when you go to the other side of the bed, does it
It's
feel
weird.
different?
Yeah, I know. It's just Friday
Do
night.
you
it's
sleep better or sleep worse?
worse. Friday night, I slept on the other side of the bed. It was weird.
Now, does she sink in on your side of the bed?
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he's got a fat hole.
You both have one too,
Yeah.
all right? I don't want to hear
I
it.
just bought a new mattress. Fuck you.
Give it a week.
Did you step on a scale recently?
No. I don't want to ruin my week.
He walks around the pallet scale at work.
It's tucked in a corner, so I had to step on it by.
Closes his eyes.
Yeah, it's not fun.
So yeah, big rebrand. So we appreciate everyone's support and patience for this one. We will do better at posting in our group.
Yes.
We will
Phil.
do better at
Me?
You
share?
you help.
you share. You don't post.
I don't. You don't want me to be the face of the internets.
You're already the fucking mouth of the podcast.
It's different. I run my mouth.
Your fingers don't work.
No.
Poor Emily.
His eczema.
Look, I
hurts.
shared it on my Snapchat. All right. Let's see if we get anybody new.
I saw that. I saw the
Yeah, I saw that too.
snappers.
I didn't tell anybody where they could watch it.
Neither did I when I posted it.
I shared it.
I was like, "Fuck, there's no links." God damn it, I suck. I
There's
know
no
better.
links. I didn't say YouTube. Actually, I said YouTube hates us. So I
YouTube
think-
does
I don't
hate
know.
us.
Maybe I did that on Facebook. I can't remember.
But all the socials, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at Distilled Nightlife.
So with the rebranding, we want to reiterate, we're here to talk about our experiences at a bar, the behind the scenes, our opinions, thoughts, the processes that go into us deciding how we're going to do things. We're going to promote the bar we're at because
Correct.
We're
Yep.
filming here for free on a Sunday.
We're going to promote local establishments,
Local establishments,
local events.
local events. Cage Titans happens. It's
July 20th,
July 20th. So we'll be the next. We'll have a thing on them eventually.
hopefully soon.
Uh,
If I stop slacking.
Well, we're gonna try and get people from the town to local celebrities. We've talked about that's another category, but we're also gonna again talk about our experiences at the bar. And one of these days we'll get a body cam. We're gonna go out.
That's for our nightlife.
We're gonna go out drinking, and
And if you know me, I don't drink, so I'm going to be shattered after one bar.
That'll be the disturbed nightlife.
that means I'm gonna have to be designated dad.
No, Ma's coming, she said.
She's not any better.
Yeah, but she holds her liquor better than I do.
That's not hard.
I probably shouldn't keep putting that over there.
Stop that. Yeah, so we're gonna get a GoPro one night. We're gonna walk around all the bars around and critique them the next day.
But the disclaimer on that is we have to order the same drink, different drinks for each of us.
Yeah,
But that same drink
Same
that you
drink,
have,
same
every
drink
bar.
everywhere, and it can't be a can.
Yes.
and it can't be a Jack and Coke.
That is not fair. You got to get a mixed drink so you can judge it based off of and what it costs. and
Correct.
Whether it's worth it. You tell me I can't get a Jack and Coke, and I'm
You
Dirty
can get a Jack and
Shirley's
Coke,
all
but it's
night.
not going to be part of the the
not?
judging
Why not?
because it has to be something that you haven't had.
I don't think that's right.
He's-
I am not enough. I'm a drunk.
You
All
can
right,
just do
I've,
We
Long
know
Island.
we've established this.
can I get a Jack Honey Ginger?
Sure.
You do fucking Long Islands all night.
Ooh. Did we just change that to a Long Island night?
Be a Long Island liquor balls.
Wait. He stumped again.
Yes, I broke
It'll be a
him.
long night.
You broke him. All right.
You'll be dead. You'll get real weird.
Oh, I'm gonna get real weird. I'm gonna get real fucking weird. Don't.
We're gonna be walking into a bar. There's gonna be a smile commotion. Which is gonna be like, "I'm ready. Can we help?"
But the thing is, we have to start at bars that don't know us, so that when we end up down here, when we're already shit faced, they still let us in.
I get some bad news for you.
You know everyone at the bars. I know.
I know everybody.
Because you're drunk.
It's not even that. It's when I worked at T-Bones. A lot of the people I worked with have spread out. So if we go to East Bay, I know at least 3 bartenders. I know the guy at the door.
But we have to go to the ones that are gonna let us in when we're feeling.
Well, yeah, that's
fine.
why we're gonna.
The only one that'll
here.
let us in when we're still feeling fine is probably going to be here.
And Vic.
Vic.
Vic will let us
Depending on how bad we are, Vic would probably let us in if he knows it's for the
for the podcast.
gram. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We post on Instagram.
That's
right?
gonna be
You
a
can still say that.
yes.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a night.
That's gonna be a night.
That might be a couple of live
That
live
might be
shots
something-
too on Instagram.
That might also be something we have to get approval because we're going to be filming. And
Yeah, we'll have to
technically it's
talk to the
private
bars.
establishments. We'd have to get
Approval from the.
for it.
That's a mock question. Just to see,
Yeah.
we could ask her and see what she says.
I mean, I don't think anybody would complain in the moment, but I get why some people wouldn't want us to film in their establishments.
I get that, but we can reach out. Another, talking about other bars, I want to throw this out to our dozens and dozens of followers. We don't have a new email address yet. That's coming soon. We'll post it up. But what makes you go to a certain bar?
Yes.
That's what I want to know, because we ask our customers that come in, why are you going here? Why are you going there?
Or the people that come in here first and then go, all right, I'm leaving. I'll be back. It's like, where are you going? Well, I'm going to this bar. Well, why?
Or they walk by and say hi because they're regulars. Hey, what's up? What's up?
Yeah,
Where are you
then they
going?
go
Oh, I'm going
somewhere
over here.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, no, I don't. That's why we want to know. We want to make our establishment better. What can we do better to attract more people? So why do you go to a certain bar?
Is it the music? Is it the atmosphere? Is it the people?
Is it the boobs? Phil has real nice
I got
boobs.
boobs. Real small nipples, though.
My nipples are always hard.
Well, that took a twist. Twist.
He probably likes
Please don't. I will hit you in the dick.
Can't find it.
I'll ask Emily where it is. She'll give me a map.
Can't find it.
Check her purse.
Those are the testes. Keep them in a jar.
It's a battery operated one.
Anyway, yeah. So we want to know why people go certain places. See
Yep.
what we can do to make this bar better. Deal with any current rumors and BS that people have about certain places.
Yep.
Yeah. Word.
You have the button.
And
And it's so loud in my ear because I'm the only one wearing headphones.
that sucks. Yeah. So
So why do you go? Where do you go?
why do you go where you go? Why don't you like us anymore?
Because I've heard at certain bars, like they charge 3 times than what we charge, but you're still there.
I've been, and I won't name this bar. I don't think I have yet about this topic, but I've been in a bar where it was 1.5 people deep at the bar, which means that everyone's sitting in a chair, and then between every couple people, there might be a person.
Is this a local bar or a Nashville
This
bar?
is a local bar. And the bartenders are freaking out that there's so many people. And I've been in this building when it was a different bar, and it was 4 people deep, and all 4 people deep are getting their beverages in a reasonable time. I'm getting a Jack and Coke, glass
Right.
ice Jack and Coke, straw maybe. Don't put a lime in. I don't really want the straw either. I don't. But whatever. Muscle memory will take over, and I'll deal with what I get. But it's mainly 4 things. You just put them in one cup. The cup is the 4th thing, and it still takes 10 minutes after I order. I understand if there's dirty dishes, but most places are using plastic, and they have them right there, and I could see it.
Fucking
when I
Matt is
ask you-
back.
When I
Matt's
ask you
on
for a
that.
Jack and Coke, and it takes you 10 minutes, I'm not going to you. Now, there is another bar.
Well, hang on. On that, if it takes them 10 minutes, are you tipping?
You still tip. I just might not give 20.
Like 10?
Well, I'll take a sip first and determine this.
Fair enough.
If it takes you 10 minutes to make my drink, I take a sip, and you're getting a good tip. if I take a sip and I go, this is a Coke, you'll still get a tip. I'm not going to not tip. It's just not going to be as healthy.
Take a
Right.
sip and there's green tea in it.
If I order a Jack and Coke and there's green tea in it, it's not the first time that has happened with the same bartender. I got a Jack and Coke one day with tequila.
Oh, gross.
She realized how she made it. It was a Jose and Coke. I took a sip and I went. Ah. She goes, "How is it?" I go, "It's great," because I'm not gonna say it's bad. You know, it definitely had a. And she goes, "I made it with tequila," and I go, "That explains so much." I'll get you a new one. Okay, I'll take the old one. No, you won't. I'm not gonna let it go to waste.
And you're drunk.
A true drunk never lets alcohol go to waste.
Exactly. Anyway, so we want to hear from you. If you guys have any ideas on topics of things you want us to cover, we want to hear that too. Yeah. No, that's.
I had a thought and I lost it.
It was there and then it was gone, and I'm not even drunk yet.
It's only 11:20 in the morning.
It doesn't mean anything. It's Sunday.
It's God's day.
It's the day of rest. My brain can rest while my liver works. So we want to hear from you guys. If you have any ideas on topics, if you have any opinions, thoughts,
Bars we should go to.
bars we should go to in the downtown/waterfront Plymouth area.
Yep. Because I'm not going anywhere other than
I'm not going to Jeep. If we have to get a ride somewhere, like I'll walk to waterfront area.
We might stop a few times to catch your breath, but
No, we might stop a few times to keep my alcohol intake up. The Pillary's down the street. I'll go to that.
no, that's true.
They got hot dogs.
I forget there's still the actual waterfront walking
Yeah.
bars.
But I'm not going to G Pub.
No, fuck that.
Hey, I've been.
Not
For the
impressed.
price, I'm not impressed. They have pool, which is cool. They're one of two places in Plymouth that I know still have pool.
They must have nachos.
Where's the second
I don't
one?
know.
I was told, and I have not confirmed myself, but I was told that the Shanty has a pool.
Where are they going to put a pool table at the
In the back
shanty?
room. They used to have a second bar out back.
Okay.
That's now a pool table.
Because they used to have tables at San Diego's before they closed.
Yeah, well, that's why I didn't include them.
I know, I'm just saying.
And Anejo's not going to keep them open. Keep them up. Keep them in.
Is the axe throwing place still over there?
As far as I know. There's a bar right next to it that had a great warm alcoholic beverage. Tasted like banana nut bread. It was actually it was warm. It was weird, but it was delicious.
I would love to try that.
10 out of 10 would get again, but it was a limited time thing, and you have not been in since.
We should go drunk axe throwing. Put Joe as the target.
Yeah, no, I don't understand how they can do that. Axe throwing I get, but like, how are you going to serve beer while giving drunk people axes to throw at
Right.
targets? What stops me from going whoops and sending it backwards into somebody's face
Or sideways.
or
Like,
sideways,
Shut
or
up.
just start swinging?
Shut up, Phil. Hi, Mitch.
Hey.
What's going on?
Oh God.
But yeah, we want to know where you go, why you go there, and where we should go.
We want to hear from you. We hear from people. People will come up and tell us things. But we want to hear from more people. We want to hear opinions. We want to hear thoughts. We want to hear
Things.
things.
We want to hear things.
We want to hear things.
We're gonna hop into our topic.
Let's hop into the topic. Mitch, you want to?
Have you steamrolled in your brain of what you want to talk about?
I don't know. I don't have a hit.
You have nothing from the post office as a hit.
No.
You're a disgruntled post office.
I'm
don't
not
even-
allowed
you
to
don't
hit
even have
people
a
at the
time?
post office.
That's
All I
just.
can do is hold their mail.
You don't have a time you've kicked somebody out sarcastically, or
Like the girl in the brown dress in the bathroom.
That was just annoying.
okay. Well,
That wasn't fun though. It was just annoying.
can you make it fun?
No.
Do it for the gram.
No, she went
Was
into she went in the bathroom with her friend. I banged on the door. She came out. I said, "Don't go in there again. It's one person at a time." Turned around. She went right back in. So then kicked her out. That's it. That's the story. So much fun.
All right. Well, you've been here the longest. Let's move on to you.
I've got a lot.
Just one.
I know, but
Just one.
just trying to pinpoint the one I want to talk about.
All right. So I'll
So-
I'll go. So one night is 12:30 at night. Neither of you were here for this one.
I was
right?
here for this.
You were here. All right. So it's
This
12:30
is the
at night.
one what we talked about earlier.
the one we
Yeah,
talked
I was
about
here.
So it's 12:30 at night, which is the time where we flash the lights. Last call's been done. The DJ's wrapping up, and we're gonna start herding the cattle downstairs. And there's a commotion going on right over here. I know you can't see, but it was right over here. And one dude flipped somebody's drink, and then we went over and was like, "Hey, man, it's 12:30. Why you do? You're gonna be leaving in 5 minutes. Like, what's the point?" And they went, "I will stop." And he's like, "Yeah, you will." And then before we even had a chance to walk away, the same guy who agreed he would stop flipped the dude's head off. He said, "All right, well, now you're just gonna leave. Now I'm gonna care." And we go to get him out, and all of his cousins are with him. And one of the cousins comes over and goes, "That's my cousin. Get off of him." It's like, it's not like we're hitting him. We're just directing him to the door. We're not even dragging him at this point. So now I walk dude over to the corner, and he wants to run his mouth. It's like, you were fine. Your cousin had to leave, but now you're all going to leave. And then one of the other bouncers, Joe, comes over and gets in the way, and I end up with my back up against the wall. Again, not just a pushing match. And then somebody else, "That's my cousin," sucker punches me in the face, hits me in the face. I hit the wall. We hit him. And it was fun. It was like 7 of them, 3 or 4 of us for a while. The one bouncer who's like the nicest until he's not loses his glasses. And that's a big no-no. Not you.
It was the first time in
The first time in
ever.
I
think ever
been
he's
here,
lost his
what,
glasses.
10.
He's been here a year or so longer than me, so about 10 years.
The 10 years. And it turns into this big brawl in the corner where, I got a bum leg. I end up on the ground. I get up. Joe's got the guy. He's still trying to hit me. Self-defense means I'm allowed to hit back, and I'm coming under Joe to hit the dude in the face. Police come running in because somebody was smart enough to get him. They're only standing across the street, and they come running in, grab one guy, drag him out. We call him Toothless because he was missing some teeth.
That's kind of
He kicked a cop.
self-explanatory.
He kicked a cop, and cop went as a female cop, and she went, "Oh, really?" And tased the mother. Arrested him. And then the whole way out, they're like, "We'll fuck you up. We'll fuck you up." It's like, you just tried. You sucker punched me in the face, and now you're bleeding. I'm not even bruised. It's a good time. We watched that camera. I saved that camera, but that was a good.
You still have it?
I still have it.
Obviously, we can't play it, but
Yeah, we won't play it for them. I'll play it for you.
that was the same fight where Christian punched Joe.
That was the same. So, all right, I'm glad because I forgot that. So we had a bartender. Well, all the bouncers are dealing with that. One of the bartenders was running over, and he's like, "I want to help." And he throws one punch. He connects. He's so proud of himself. He's like, "I finally got to help. It was great. It was a good feeling." We go up and watch the camera. He goes, "This is where I hit somebody," and we watch it. And he punches a bouncer,
Joe,
right in the mouth, and he hits Joe. And Joe's like, "Yeah, one of the guys hit me, and I started swinging at him." It's like, Christian hit you. You didn't even get punched that whole time by a combatant. You got punched by
one of our
coworker.
bartenders.
Who was so proud to hit somebody. He hit the wrong somebody.
And Joe was so proud to say that he was swinging on people, and now you're swinging on one of us.
No, I will give him. He did swing on people that night. But again, it's all in self-defense. It's not like we threw the first
On that
punch.
one, 100%.
Yeah, we didn't even.
We never throw the first punch.
Yeah.
We never throw the first.
Unless it's drunk coworker to sober coworker.
Correct. Or tackle him to the tile.
Listen, I'll take my keys. Take my truck, not my keys.
You're just gonna lick the floor every time.
100%.
And he's going to hump my shoulder. So that's what we're going to say next.
Your shoulder.
It's my shoulder now. Humped it.
It still hurts. Not because your dick's hard, but because you're heavy. Oh, what are you looking at?
The fucking pickup truck that has
A stupid thing on the back.
a stupid thing to cover the bed.
So,
It's not
it's like the Wish version of a Tesla truck.
Yeah, no. What do they call those things?
Stupid.
Whatever.
It's a Ford.
They put them
I mean-
on the back of Mustangs.
Louvers.
Louvers. Yeah. Why would you have that in a pickup truck bed to cover the whole bed? No.
Anyway,
Unless you're racing the thing. I don't see that happening.
goddamn dry cough.
Anyway, so that's my great hit. It was a good one. It was a video that we kept. Just because. It brings me joy to watch sometimes.
When you're feeling down,
It confirmed. I always get punched in the face,
it's hittable.
and I just bounce right back, and I hate it because I have such a punchable face.
Especially when you shave.
It's so bad when I shave.
I can't wait for November.
I'm not doing
No,
it.
you're fucking
I'm not
doing it.
doing it. This
We've
year.
argued about this before. We're going to keep
It is
arguing about it.
My body, my choice.
I can't even argue that right now because I'll get slapped when I get home.
I will call your wife.
What are you gonna call her?
What do you mean, what?
Show him up again.
Tell your story.
Oh, there's a few of them.
No,
The one I'm thinking about, I can't talk about.
Is it the one that's currently dealing in open court?
Yes,
No, you can't tell that one.
which we talked about last night
We talked about.
Yeah.
That's different. That's
after I pulled the trash can out from underneath you outside while you were sitting on it.
stood back up, whatever.
You bounce. Rounds of shape.
I always bounce.
So yeah, I can't talk about that one. I guess the one I will talk about is my bathroom incident, where
You kicked the door in the dude's face?
yeah.
Oh my god!
So you come into a bar, and we talked about this. You just don't fall asleep. You're gonna get thrown out either way. If we see you falling asleep at the bar, you're gone.
If you fall asleep at the bar, it's one thing.
But if you fall asleep while taking a shit with the door locked, and nobody can wake you up by yelling at you, by throwing stuff at you,
We yelled so long
And
and
it-
loud.
and it was you and Joe yelling. Joe was a part of this one. I'll confirm
Joe
that.
was a part of
Joe
this.
was a part of this, and you guys are screaming at this kid to wake up, pants on around his ankles, and he's literally
Asleep
like this.
on his knee.
just fucking gone. So I come over thinking there's some sort of drug deal going. I'm like, what's going on?
So generally in the bathroom is drugs.
This guy's asleep. He won't wake up. So I try yelling. He's not waking up. I have a thing with breaking doors down at Main Street because I've broken the door downstairs with my shoulder.
The bathroom door?
Yeah, this is before your time.
It's pre-COVID.
It was pre-COVID, pre-combination on the door,
Okay,
and there were two guys in there,
of course.
and they weren't coming out. So I opened the door for them. But this other patron, if you will, in the stall upstairs was not waking up, and I had enough. He had to leave. I shouldered that door very hard.
Now we don't know if he was sleeping or unconscious.
Well, he was
At the time.
he was almost unconscious after the fact because when
Yes.
that door swung open at 90 miles an hour across the side of his face,
He was leaning so far forward that when the door swung, it hit him.
and he got up, and you just saw the red indentation from the
No,
side.
you,
of
you didn't. You didn't see it yet. It was red.
because I turned around after I slammed the door, opened the door with my shoulder. He got cracked in the face. I just got up and walked away. Apparently, you were there, so you can tell the rest of this part because I didn't see the rest of this.
Dude gets up off the bowl, pulls his pants up, looks at me, looks at the other bouncer, looks at the one who just hit him with the door, and goes after you. And we're like, no, buddy, you're leaving. What? He's like, you're leaving. And we go to kick him out. And his friends are like, what happened? He's like, he was sleeping on the shitter. He's leaving. So he walks outside, and I'm downstairs laughing with the guy at the door, and we look out. Kid's still standing there with his friends, and now you can see clear line on his face from the door. And I started laughing again. It was great. That was a great hit.
I wish there was a. I know we can't have cameras in the bathroom, but I wish there was someone with like a TikTok of that one or a Snapchat
Because that was a good one.
because you just heard it. It was like
And the door kept
I
going.
can't-
His face moved before the door stopped.
I want to see it in slow motion. I'm sure his face was like
Yeah.
that slow motion, like boxing type hit,
Mm.
and you just see the door just keep going.
Bounced off the wall. And I can't believe the kid literally got up, saw three bouncers, and tried to fight. It's like, what are you standing? You're at
First off, you
nipple
couldn't
height.
you couldn't wake up
Yeah.
when
You're
the
at nipple
three
height. You got woken up by a door.
the three biggest bouncers at the time are there, and you're trying to fight them after you just got pummeled by a stall door.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Oh, stories.
Sir,
I don't.
you got to have something. You've been in so many, you might not have hit people, but you got to have something.
I got a boop story.
I like boop stories.
I like
didn't-
boobs.
I didn't.
So-
boop. No boop.
Oh, boop.
So we have a
That's why
bouncer.
I like boobs.
We'll eventually try and get him on the show. I want to get
Dad.
Dad on the show.
Actually, he'd be granddad, wouldn't he?
I don't know anymore. But his big thing is when he's dealing with somebody, he'll just
Go ahead,
I just-
Cupcake.
and they'll sit there and they'll call him a cupcake, and they'll just sit there and go, ugh. And it's great. So that's a boop.
It's almost guaranteed to get a swing too.
I mean,
What,
tec-
after you boop them?
I mean, technically,
They're either going to swing or they're going to be like, what? Like, they're
or
going to
they're
be
gonna
so,
yeah,
so stunned. Like, what
like-
the fuck just
like
happened?
when I tell people
Yeah.
I'll kiss them.
Exactly. Yeah. So, anyways, I guess my turn. So I'm here on a Sunday with said bouncer. I think we're gonna avoid his name for now.
Yes.
Jed.
Yeah.
I mean, we've used
So-
his name, but yeah, we can.
Well, I
we
don't.
can just keep calling him.
No,
Dennis.
he's not. He doesn't watch the podcast. He's not on it yet. So I don't want to.
That's fair.
Yeah, we'll just
I don't want to blow him up. But we're here on a Sunday, and it's a pretty quiet night. Maybe 30 people in the entire bar, upstairs and down combined. And I was at the back door downstairs. He was up here, and these two guys go walking by. They seemed fine. Bottom of the stairs, no problem. They didn't stumble as far as I could tell. Can you hear me?
I
Am
can hear.
close?
Okay,
Okay.
you're good.
It's always good to be close.
I just want to. Well, I don't want to be like you talking like this.
Dramatic.
Anyways, apparently they got to the top of the stairs and one of the kids stumbled and Ma saw it. So they weren't even up here for 30 seconds. And I look over towards the front door and I see them walking out and I'm like, oh, that was quick. And then I see DJ walking out. I was like, oh. So I start making my way over to the front door and they're talking. Everything seems fine outside on the sidewalk, whatever. He goes to come back in and now the kid is yelling something angrily towards him. And he's just like, I said his name. You can fix that, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
I think again, I'm pretty
That's
sure
fine.
you said most of the bouncers' names.
All right.
I'm
I'm
just
just,
coworkers were fair play.
yeah, I'm just trying,
I understand.
I'm just trying not to blow him up. Not that he did anything wrong, just
Yeah, no.
We
but,
don't have we don't have
so
consent yet.
he opens the door and the kid's yelling at him and he just goes, just go home, dude. And he turns around and he looks at me and he's just like, still got a foot in the door. The kid walks over and grabs the door and tries to slam it into him. Bounces off his shoe because he's got his foot in the door. So he kind of stands up and he turns around and he shoves the door back into the kid. Kid sprawls backwards, rolls backwards towards the edge of the sidewalk, and he walks out and he picks him up into a sitting position, gets his arm around his chest like right here, and just goes whack, whack, not hard, just whack, 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 whack. He's just like, are you fucking stupid? Do you know how badly I could fuck you up right now? I'm laughing because the whole thing is just comical. His friends just standing there like,
I'm not getting
I don't want any part of this. He's an idiot. And he goes to walk back inside, and the kid gets up. He's like, "Hey, sucker punched me!" And it's like, "You threw the door at me." The kid gets up and he starts walking like this, like half cocked, walking towards him. And he's just like, "Don't throw that punch. Don't throw. You could send that by mail. It would get here faster. Don't throw that punch."
Was that you that said it, or was it him?
No, that was
Yeah.
him. I was laughing. I was dying.
It's funny because you're the postman.
Right. So, I'm dying, and they're jabbering back and forth. He's basically just laughing at the kid, telling him to go home. Kid's all riled up, wants to throw that punch. Cruiser comes by, slows down, kind of takes stock, flips the bitch right in the road, parks across the street, gets out, and watches. Just like leans back, watching the whole situation. And he's just bouncer's just like, just go home, just go home. Gets real quiet, leans in and goes, "I can beat you and my dick off at the same time." And then boops the kid on the nose and leans back and goes, "Just go home, just go home." The kid rears back and I just fucking bear hugged him and wrapped him up. And he's standing there and he goes, "So is that a no on the punch?"
He was sending it by mail.
Cop walks over. I let the kid go because the cop's like, "Let him go." Yep, you got it. And he goes, "Officer, he punched me." He's like, "I just watched you try to punch him. Do you want to press charges?" And, no, he's an idiot. Just get him home.
I love that we have such a good rapport with the cops.
All but one. There is one. I will not name him.
Well,
But there
that
is
would be
one.
a dumb idea. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the only guy I've ever had a problem with in either establishment. You know, we've always had a good rapport with the police because
Yep.
if we need them, we want them to be there. And we don't generally, like 98% of the time, we're not in the wrong.
Correct.
And my issue was one of the 98% that I was not in the wrong, and I got bent over sideways because this one guy has a hard on for making our lives difficult. Not a single cop in this town, except for him, has given us a hard time that I know of. One of them rolled up last night on his brand new. The town just bought new bikes because, you know, they have bike cops.
Yep.
They just got new electric ones. They're pedal assisted. They
Is that
go,
who you were talking to?
yeah, they go up to 30 miles an hour.
That's the cop in my situation.
Yeah, it's a cop in your
Yeah.
situation. And I remember way back when he was either at T-Bone's or when I started here, I was talking about my Bronco, and he was like, "I'll buy it." And I go, I'm not selling. He goes, I'll buy it. And I go, I'm not selling it. So he's telling me last night he just found one, $100,000, and his wife won't let him get it. And I'm like, when he told me the price, I'm like, I get it. He goes, I just bought her a $90,000 car. And I went, you can get it. But, we have a great rapport with them because when we need them, we want them.
Yep.
And if we don't need them, it's nice that, if we need them, we have them. And this one guy is just not somebody I want to deal with. He's the one time I have a great respect for the police. This is the one cop, if I ever get pulled over by in this town, I'm recording everything because he's already lied once to me. And I don't trust anything he says or anything he'll do.
Yeah.
He pulls me over and is like, you know how fast you were going? I was like, 35 in a 35. Well, you're speeding.
No.
Nope.
If I was doing 36 and a 35, that's speeding.
Yeah, but if I was doing 36 and a 35, how are you going to test it?
Right.
1 mile?
Yeah, your speedometer could be off by 1
My
mile.
speedometer could be off. Your speedometer could be off. Your fucking gun could be off. The machine cannot be calibrated. That's the word I'm looking for.
Calibrated.
Yep.
There could be some calibration.
1 mile is not going to get me a speeding ticket.
Right.
No.
15 miles will get me a speeding ticket. 10 miles will get me a speeding ticket. I'll be okay with 1. But yeah, this is the one cop that I'd hate to leave here on a weekend and get pulled over by this guy and have him say, well, you were leaving the bar, you're drunk, because I'll lose my license on it. Even on a false DUI charge, I can lose my license. And I don't trust him. Everybody
fair.
else is fine. One guy runs my plate just to laugh at my picture. Not just to. He'll run the plate and then laugh at the picture and then tell me I should get a new one. And I tell him no. And then he offers to my brother. You remember that? You guys were working the night? Russell was like my brother's first night. The cop came in to say something at the end of the night. And he goes, I'll give you $100 if I could pepper spray my twin. And I'm like, no. No. And he's like, I'll think about it.
I would
No.
double that.
No. Hard pass.
What if it was you pepper spraying him?
100% I paid him money. But that's not me getting pepper sprayed. I don't want to get pepper sprayed.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, so that's our one hit. That's our one hit for now.
For now.
Till we revisit it again.
I just thought of a good one too, and now I can't remember what it was.
Speaking of the cops and our rapport with them, another small hitter. I threw a kid out down these stairs. I didn't throw him out down the stairs, but we got to the door.
Yep.
And he tried pushing back on me, so I opened the door and I pushed him out one-handed, and he did that Mike Tyson fall. You're like ball bull, and he went right into the trash can, and he cracked his head. And the cop was like, "You didn't have to push him that hard." I'm like, "He's 45 pounds soaking wet. I just pushed him out." It's
I
like,
just took a breath.
he's like, "You didn't have to push him that hard." I'm like, I didn't, but I'm sorry. He's like, all right, but it was still kind of funny.
I think my favorite instance with the police is when we kick somebody out for fighting or whatever. I think Dad kicked this dude out after he tried to fight him in the doorway where we have a camera. We have cameras. We will save the camera footage if there's an issue that could go farther than just leaving.
If there's a need for it, we save the footage.
Yes. And this dude literally started a fight in the foyer of the bar and was thrown out, and outside was screaming, "You can't do that. I'm calling the police." And we went, "Call him."
Yep.
He did. He walked away, came back, started yelling again, called the police. He was like, "I'm waiting for the police." We're like, "All right, we'll wait too." Cop shows up, goes straight to us. What happened? He starts screaming, "Why would you listen to them?" He's like, "Because you've been drinking. They have cameras. They're not going to lie about it. Because if we lie about it and it's on camera, now we look real dumb."
Right.
And we tell him what happened, and the cop looks at the guy and goes, "Go home." Yeah, but no. Go home. They don't fuck around. You messed up. You got thrown out. We're like, he started the fight. He goes, cop's like, "You started the fight. You're leaving. If you want, we can pull the camera footage. And then when the cop sees you swing, you get arrested for assault. And
Now you're spending your weekend
now you're spending the weekend in a
in a holding cell.
yeah. Nobody wants that. Sometimes I want that. For them, not for me.
I mean, 3 days in a padded room sounds kind of nice right now.
You mean I get a blanket too?
And food and water?
Food and water? Master gonna give me 3 meals a day?
Oh, jeez, I gotta edit that out. We were doing so good.
I think we'll be fine. I think you're all right. My favorite was We naming the shoe store headbutt extraordinaire. We've already named him. It's not a
Is the store still open? Is it still
No, the store's
no, but
closed.
like it's the best way I can describe who he is without saying his name.
Right.
I'm just gonna name him.
Yeah, just name him. Everyone
So
knows.
when Malcolm threw somebody out one night, and the dude started getting racial, and I'm sitting there like, oh my god, he's dumb. He didn't even get hit. He just got thrown out for being an idiot. He called the police. And it's another one of those times cops went right up to us and asked us what happened. And the kid looked at the cop and go, why are you going to listen to him? You're going to trust him over me? And the cop went, why wouldn't I? The kid was trying to be, trying to save it for the YouTube. So maybe they stopped.
Fucking with us.
Yeah. But the kid tried to make it real racial. Like you shouldn't trust Malcolm because
The
he's
skin
got
tones.
pigmentation. Melanin.
Melanin.
And the kid couldn't even put out a full sentence without slurring and stumbling over himself. And the cop was like, listen, I'll arrest you right now if you don't walk away. And the kid was like, oh, this is fucking bullshit. And he left. Got thrown out of every other bar he tried to go into.
I fucking hate people.
That's another thing people don't understand. I think we've covered this, but I'll cover it again. If you get thrown out of proof, come over here. We either saw it.
Yeah, we covered this in the previous.
Or have already been told. If you go to Speedwell and get thrown out, they'll come over and be like, hey, just so you know, we threw that guy out. It's like, bet. We've had people come up and been like, oh, we threw this guy out. He walked that way, but we see him coming back just in case. Okay. If he's going to be a problem for you, we don't want him.
My favorite one is, and you brought it up with your story at T-Bones on the last one, is when they go outside and they change. They change their clothes. They think they're coming. Your face doesn't change.
Yeah, or they don't change. They just put their hood up.
That was the one thing I liked at T-Bones was our scanner. Because we scanned every ID, in-state or out-of-state, didn't matter. But if you scan, so like if you walked in at 9 and we scanned your ID and then we threw you out, if you came back 2 hours later and just tried to give them your ID again like you hadn't been there before, they'll scan it and it will pop up with a message, already scanned tonight. So you can look at it and go, you've already been in. Hey, wait a minute. No.
You're the asshole we threw out.
Or if, say, someone's got their older sibling's ID and they try.
Are you good?
That sounded
That
wet.
sounded wet.
Are you okay?
You need to wipe?
Do we need to take a little break?
Not good.
We'll be back in 5. But yeah, this it would come up with a message that you've already. So if somebody tried to come in with their older sibling's ID and the sibling was there, we'd scan it, look at it, and go, "You've already been in. You don't have a stamp. This isn't you." Or it's the flip side that the sibling did get in, the younger sibling did get in, and then we were like, all right, well, now we know who we're looking for, and we'd go get the sibling and get them out. But generally, it was the younger sibling tried to come in later.
Yeah.
And then we keep the ID. You can't do that. Yeah. You know what? Why don't you call the police and tell them I took your older sibling's ID from you? Or why don't you call the police? And
I
tell them
love
took
when
your
they call the
fake
cops
ID?
on me.
And they do call the police, and the police show up, and we give them the fake ID and go, yeah, they tried to get in with this. And they look at it and go, well, wow, this is not even a good one. And we go, we know, right? And then the cop gets to decide if he wants to be nice or charge him. That's a federal crime?
Federal.
Yeah. So you either get a federal crime or you go home sober.
Go home and drink.
Without your ID.
Yes, without your fake ID or your sibling's ID.
I like when that's my ID. I paid for it. Yes, you paid for it, but it's still fake.
But it's fake.
And it's
a
mine
crime,
now.
And now it's ours. We have a holder out of them.
The last person that said that to me, I just looked at him and said, it's trash.
You should probably get a refund.
I'll give them a chance,
But
There's no.
We've covered this.
Yeah. Give them a chance. If you lie to me, that's why I have a main ID in my wallet.
No
It's a
chance.
great teaching method.
I have a main ID in my car. I think main is one of the bigger ones.
I have six mass IDs and a main ID at home. All fakes.
You keep them all. I only kept the one. I just keep the first.
I usually give them
I
to
think
Ma.
they're funny. I want to make a wall of shame.
Have you seen the drawer upstairs in the desk
Yeah.
There's
or under any of the computer
I
tills?
know. I think it's funny.
we could cover the entire foyer walls. I think.
Sure, for legal reasons, we can't do that, but I would love to make
Correct.
a wall of shame.
Well,
It'd
yeah.
be fun.
I don't see why we couldn't. They're fake. They're not giving out any real information.
Yeah, but it's their pictures and there's no consent to that.
It could still be their real address.
It could be the
That would be
address.
dumb.
It would be dumb, but have you-
But it could
But who
be.
comes in
Yeah,
with
no,
fake
it could be.
IDs?
It could be.
Dumb people.
It could be.
Like you're 20 coming into a bar
With a
with
fake.
fake ID. You have 6 months to wait.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Somebody came in a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, last week, with a group of people I knew, handed me her ID, and I looked at it and went, no. Oh, come on. No, not happening. Not tonight. Not here. You can wait. I gave it back. She's like, fine, I'll be back in August. It's not even that far away.
I had one a couple of months ago. She was 21 in like 2 months. And I was like, no. Oh, come on. It's in 2 months. Come back in 2 months.
Yeah.
And on the slim chance they get through, there's other customers of ours that know people that will send us messages saying, hey, they're not 21.
Yeah.
And then we're like, let me see your ID again. So on the slim chance that you do get through, there's a good chance you're still going to get caught.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, IDs.
IDs are fun. I hate
Been
it.
almost an hour already.
Yeah, we bantered for about 8 minutes.
Yeah.
So we got actually a pretty good podcast on
Yeah.
this one.
What else we got on the docket today? What we
That was really it. We didn't really have any smaller issues or topics.
This is coming out after the 4th, right?
Yes.
Probably.
Cool,
I'm gonna-
cool. So hopefully everybody still has their extremities.
Yes. Hope you were all safe. Hope you, like Phil said, your extremities.
Yeah.
I wanted to say the word because it was big, made me sound smart.
Extremities is a fun word.
Extremities.
Phalanges.
Say occupancy.
Occupancy.
If you want to know that story, go see episode 1.
Was it one?
Yeah.
What was it in episode 2 that I couldn't say?
I don't remember. Occupancy is the only one that comes to mind.
Yeah, it was another word. I
There was something.
kept stumbling. I think it started with a P.
I think it was Yes, Emily.
No, I can say that. I just don't like to. Can't give her everything she wants.
But yeah, episode 4, Distilled Nightlife Podcast.
Have we
You-
named this one? What are we naming this one?
We renamed it Here We Go Again. 'Cause it's
Oh,
like-
shit. Here we go again.
Here we go again because it's like a new pilot, new name,
Yeah.
3 same dumb faces.
Yep.
And
Phil wasn't drunk for this pilot. So that's good.
yeah, proud of you, Phil. Only one drink.
No, it's because I'm not going to ask Paulina to come upstairs.
Fair.
We don't have a beer fetcher. I'm not getting up.
So on that note, hope everyone had a safe and happy 4th of July. Don't forget Cage Titans, July 20th, Memorial Hall, downtown Plymouth. Hell of a card there for that night. My birthday is that following Sunday. Diggs, Phil, Mitch, episode 4. Here we go again. We are done. Check us out, Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, all those good shits. And
Bear with us on the YouTube. We know.
yeah, we know.
Just know that we
Yeah.
know. We're working with it.
We appreciate the patience and the support.
And anything you want us to cover, bars to go to, please let us know. We'll drop the email address in the comments, and we'll see you guys on the flip side.
Meow.